Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. Do you want to laugh? I'm going to give you an invitation to a movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Actor, writer, director, producer, caterer. I'm sure you probably did everything on the set.
I didn't cater.
Damn it!
I didn't cater.
I just have to ask you, what is your relationship to Westerns? I mean, did you study them? Were you immersed in them? Was there something about them?
Yeah, you know, no, I loved the genre growing up. I loved the way they looked. I loved the way they sounded, particularly the Westerns of the 40s and 50s. There was a grandeur that just felt in scope like Hollywood at its best.
And one of the things about the West is the vistas, the landscape.
Yeah.
And I know you guys shot in New Mexico. I was just wondering, while you were there things that could kill you while you were making the movie?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, there were wild animals. There was the heat. There was there were probably some scorpions running around. But
Because I'm not a snake guy, and the minute I saw those in the movie,
no, they're out there. They're floating around out there. Yeah, it's the desert. You know, it's an inhospitable environment, so you're going to find plenty of stuff that wants to do you in.
What was it like for you? Because when we see the skill set of what these people have to go through, I mean, they have to look a certain way, they're shooting, I mean, and we see your character, while he's not immersed in it, he has to learn it. Were these things easy for you? Was it fun for you?
Yeah, I mean, certainly the only real skill that I had to get some command of prior to this was the horseback riding. I'd never really ridden a horse until about a year before we started production. And so that was the only real challenge. But I found that it was, as sports go, I had an easier time with it than I have at pretty much every other sport I've ever tried. So it's easier than tennis, I'll tell you that much.
And I love, too, the dynamic of the male protagonist and the female protagonist. Almost what we think of, their attributes were reversed. That she was the strong, dominating one. She had all the skill sets. You were the more passive one. Can you talk a little bit about working with Charlize in that? Why did you think she was the right woman for this?
Well, when I met with Charlize, she really understood the balance between the comedy and the sincerity. And for a movie like this, as crazy as it is rooted in a relationship story that we wanted to be genuine in its sentimentality. And Charlize, she's so funny in person, and she's such a phenomenally talented, accomplished actress. That it just seemed like she was a perfect fit, and she was. I mean, the way she dances back and forth between comedy and drama, comedy and this. I mean, not that there's any hard drama in this movie, but there are moments of real vulnerability, and she just, with the skill of a surgeon, knows exactly where to apply what tone, and that indicates an actress of colossal talent. I mean, she's got an Oscar, so no surprise.
Well, last question for you. When you see this movie, you're going to be laughing at things that probably half the time you're going, I can't believe I'm laughing at. I want to ask you, we live in such an age of political correctiveness where we're not supposed to this and we're not supposed to do that. All bets are off.
I wear
with
politically corrective lenses, yes.
All bets are off with you. But do you worry at all that, have I crossed the line too far? Or just laugh, fun humor is humor?
It's a self-policing process. There are jokes that, I mean, like, you test it with audience after audience after audience. It's the scientific method at work. If you do enough tests of the movie with enough different crowds of people, and none of them are laughing at a certain joke, you know it's probably either not funny or it's over the line offensive. But anything that winds up in the movie in its final form, regardless of who bitches about it, it's been seen by lots of audiences who laughed, of regular people.
Well, thank you, because I certainly laughed. Seth,
Cool. Thanks so much.
Really appreciate it. And this is Scott Orlin. Until next time.